Nope, still nothing. It's weird.
Guide. My name is Davey Reeton. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot.
Okay, no, never mind, we're good.
To me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Cool.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Aww,
and I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed.
Okay.
This first one was made in November 2008.
Oh my. Oh god, that's weird. Okay. No. Oh. Oh. Whisper machine status active. Evacuate immediately.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Escape from Whisper? Oops, that's Whipster. I forgot how to type now, apparently. How do I reload? Or do I just have unlimited ammo? Oh, I'm out of ammo now. I made a grave error. Oh, oops. Not gonna allow me to aim down the sight? That's mean. Wait, I came from that way.
Security call reached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
I have no idea how to reload.
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
What?
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Nice. I would not have noticed that.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
No, I want to go back in.
If you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Yeah! Let me solve the labyrinth. Alright, before I get lost in that section. Oh, wait. Alright, so I have 3 directions to come from. Come from here, right? Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna check out this way first. Realize that there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I came from this way? Yeah? I did? I did? I did. I mean, I like the music. The music sounds pretty intense. Unfortunately, there are no enemies to fight, so that makes me sad. Wait, I feel like I've already been there. Help, I'm stuck! Wait. Oh, that's the way out. I think I just about solved everything then. Okay. I think so, I'm not sure. I wish there was like ways to leave stuff behind so you know which way you went. Okay, this is the wrong way. So it's that way. So it's this way. No, but not this way. Oh no, it is. Not this way. Oh, it is. But not this way. Oh shit. Let's go from this. There we go. Oh, did I? I got it wrong. Yeah, I got it wrong. Scheiße. So much fun. I don't have all the regards. Damn, I kept going back to the beginning and now it's like I can't figure out how to do it. It's not this way. Or is it? No, it's not. Yeah. Wait, it's this one. Alright. Oops, silly me.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it?
No.
Could you give yourself?
Wow, you really just want me to sacrifice myself like that? Alright, bye Skippy. It was nice knowing you. Good mankind.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh, am I supposed to do it again? Okay. Ah! Ah! I've been lifted up to heaven!
The beam causes you to start floating.
Huh?
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Wow, he just left it behind? The past was behind her. I'm stuck. Devin! I need helps.
So try walking backwards.
Oh, what
Yep.
the?
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
So, am I her? What the hell? But the future cannot
So
be
it's a
seen.
short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. I feel like I'm supposed to stop and like look around there. No? Alright. That's weird, but if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
Better
Which
not
to
have
me
cost
is why it
$2,000.
works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Oh, is this Slenderman? No. I went for a jump scare, damn it. You are now entering. But what if I'm now exiting? Oh. Okay. You're now entering.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
I will be.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh, what the hell?
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Sounds like Skippy.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
What the hell? You walk around. A bunch of thoughts. Normal game where you have to scream into a... Hold up.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Okay.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Okay. A series of lavish manuals come with the game, giving you incorrect instructions on how to play. Hey, that was...
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Is this a joke or something? Are you testing me?
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're
Okay.
going to see it a lot.
Yeah, that was interesting. I like that. There's something about that just has my interest. And the thing is, I was actually thinking about playing Stanley Parable, but I need to wait for it to like drop on discount.
So that seems to be it, right? You
No.
walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Holy sweet baby, what the Whoa.
How about
Geronimo.
that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Oh, we're back here. You're now exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Ooh. The Great and Lovely Descent. Ooh.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I like these pictures though.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Well, I want to explore outside. Oh. Almost didn't see this over here. Yeah, I just now realized. My mouth is getting better. Oh my goodness. I can swallow without pain. Alright, so we got that door over there. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself though. Whee! Hey. No. You jerk. Ah.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Okay.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. there wasn't.
Sounds like a case of I'm the game developer. I get to decide what I want, which I won't lie. Seems valid. Wait, I can't go downstairs. Oh, I see. I mean, if like people don't buy it, that's like, I don't know. Though I like mostly I'm siding with Coda, I guess. I mean, I'd rather have these unique ones, but it also depends on how much I have to pay for them.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
We open, we close, we go and open this.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
You there. Did you come
Here,
from
Coda
up
begins
above?
using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Three! That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzles. You don't? But how did you get here? The puzzle is on the way. There are other ways in and out. I don't remember how I got here. Wait, yes, I did solve it. I am the champion of solving puzzles. I can go anywhere I please. No, you can't. Aww. You weren't on the other side at all. You have no idea what is on the other side. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Oi, you talk to me, mate. What the hell? What the hell? Now we gotta explore. Hello. How did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Hello, the cake is alive. Welcome to your stream. How you doing this fine day? No, I've been right here this entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I sit in it? Wait, what happens if I solve it? Why would I sit in the black space? Who are you? Yeah, why would I? Oh, it's plenty peaceful. It may not seem that way at first, but you'll come to think so in time, eventually. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Just having fun with this game, even though it was quite the haggle to get started up. Luckily, there was answers on the internet, because I definitely would not have been able to figure it out.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Ooh, pretty.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's...
Huh. That's a... Now that I think about it. Anyways, what do you mean no one plays this game by accident? Maybe I just stumbled across it and I thought it looked neat. Maybe I didn't. You're more than likely right. Let me see, who did ask me? Do 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 boop 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 boop. It was some sort of Coco 2.0, if that means anything to you, because it doesn't mean anything to me. They're in my Discord, which is really cool. I don't have anyone in Discord to suggest games to me. But I have a tab in there for people to suggest games to me. That was the first one I saw. And it's like, you know what? Whenever I see on sale, I'll go for it. I saw it on sale and was like, I'm going for it. So here we are.
It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he just say that the lamppost is going to appear at the end of the game every single time? From now on?
I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants...
If you happen to pawn this game, then I'd be quite surprised. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of wouldn't be surprised because there's a lot of games that I see YouTube shorts on TikTok about. Not TikTok. Ew, gross. I'm sorry. YouTube shorts. And one of them is Dark Deception, which has been a very interesting game, and it seems like almost no one knows anything about it. Yep, that's what Davey said. Oh, Davey! I thought it was Devin. Whoops.
It's a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Bye, lamppost. This game is connected to the internet. Nuh-uh, is it really? As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Hold up. So, it gives us chapters. Is this a game, apparently? Or supposedly, or something? I don't know. I'm gonna have to explore this later on. Go back through this video. Hello. I don't know how to activate you. Oops. I already tried that. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice room. Not. Well, that's just mean. Let's see you do a better room.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
Aww.
All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
Oh.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? No. Well, I don't know, it depends. Who am I hearing? Hello. reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Aw.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Cool, so they're all lit up and they lose their color whenever you interact
But
with
it's ironic,
them.
isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Everyone, read this. Hey. This place makes me sad. This place amuses me. It's like it gives me the remember it. It reminds me of Dark Souls. Catacombs. In a way. I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time, I did. Hate that messy person socializing. I'm king of the world. I'm on top of the world. Boop boop. Define fun. Oh man, what's that SpongeBob song? F is for friends and... No, I don't remember. Balls. How is there wood and grass concrete here? WTF. Well, I imagine that the wood and the concrete was put on top of the grass, but I could be wrong. Oh, I don't even know how to try to pronounce this. No. Do not be afraid. Do care. This game is no nice or so nice. I will like it. Wait, I would like it when I could. Do you feel like a hero yet? No. In a world full of notes, one man will read them all this summer. You will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. Why? Hey, I can type here. Good for you, I can't. The guy over there wrote much wrong. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. That's mean. There are too many messages in this area. That's kind of true, though. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Sounds about right. Cool cavern, bro. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I have ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. Huh? I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. Huh? I'm crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. No, don't do that. I must go now to do that. No! F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium. Why does I remember the Plankton version a little bit more than the SpongeBob version? Am I just that bad of a human being? What the shit is this cavern? Well, I imagine it's a cavern. Boring. Feel free to do anything else then. Bye. I can assure you guaranteed that there is an... Wait, hold on. I can assure you guaranteed that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. Why the sailors? Hey, guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. But as but. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. You know what? I actually do too. Recognize me, please. Just as long as you don't call me senpai. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Dude, heck yeah, free t-shirt. Makes game, includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. You know what? That reminds me, man, that actually, I've actually seen that in a few games, I think. I don't know. The Plankton version is funnier. Door open. Oh wait, door how open? Need other side door, why you so? Someday I will meet the person who made this. That'd be cool. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. I don't know how to feel about that comment. New room! Door still locked though. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I don't know. Is that like the I guess like the whole, I don't know, I don't even know how to try to explain that. I would very much like to be desired. I don't know how to respond to that. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. Oh, there's always someone to judge. Don't worry about it. It's not very crowded here. You sure? You can go in here, I think. Welcome. Congratulations! I don't really know where to go with this. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. I want to be a poet. How do I leave notes? Let me leave notes! This is where I get off. Bye, take care. I failed to write anything here. Well, you actually managed to write that, so you win. I am compelled. Stop. Turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand. Let's jump together. We are fake. Cabbage shapes our nation. I bet you bring tears to the cabbage guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender. What is that painting? I don't know, but there's something, I guess, mesmerizing about it. I don't know if that's the right phrase, word. It does not matter if you ever get over there. Noted. Hey, don't talk about me that way. Very good game. Better than what I can do, that's for sure. I think I'm... Wait, what? I think I'm this is not going anywhere. Alright. Next time I will do better. I need someone to talk to. This is a note? So wait, all this is supposed to be Koda's mind? Don't listen to the other notes. Now, I'm not saying he did, but what if he had that, man, what's that, not necessarily disease, but state of mentality, I think? It's like did something about multiple personalities. Imagine having that and making a game, and like each of your personalities were making a part of the game. That'd be insane. I'm not safe. Oh, I forgot my voice don't work. I'm in danger. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. I need to play it now. Wait, what? Please. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm in danger.
There, thank you. Devil Tower Star, what? Is that, what's that? Is that what you think that is? Or what? Huh? Well done, all of you. Whoever made this has issues. I don't see how. Painting, what does it mean? Metal Gear. Stop faking it. Who's faking what? Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I am trying to speak. Have you thought about opening your mouth and moving your lips? Never mind what I just said. Who are all of you people touching this game? Yeah. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Huh? I don't know. I still think it looks good up close, unless I need to get closer to it. From up here, it just looks like dots. Well, I gotta be honest, it looked like just dots. Oh golly, though, that kind of hurt my eyes. From far away, it looks like dots as well. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. I felt weird. It's like I got a headache in my eyes. Cabbage shapes our nation. Hey, I saw you earlier. We won. Oh wait, we will die. We will all die someday. Not incorrect. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers. It doesn't mean anything. Thanks. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Huh. Alright. Devil Tower Star. I saw your comment earlier too. Maybe I'll feel real someday. He was, himself, the most horrible creature he could imagine. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the gum! Good for you! More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Koda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Huh. Alright. I don't know how to feel about the whispering, though. Scared of writing something and don't want to feel judged. Hey, I remember you too. Oh, okay. I thought it was about to fall. Wait, what about all those other blue bubbles I wasn't able to read? Escape. Escape. Need an escape. Sounds like the beginning of a song. Escape. Escape. Need an escape. I don't know. He cut it up and spread it between worlds like mayonnaise. Almost there. I have seen everything. I have traveled the world. I have never told anyone. I wish there were notes in the real world. I mean, I guess there could be notes in the real world, but who would stop others from making new ones or throwing them away? You know what? That would be pretty cool to do. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. The only downside is, or rather another downside is, there's so many people that suck. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
You close your eyes and wish for it really bad. What are we wishing for? Because if I were to close my eyes right now, I'd be wishing for some food. Almost at the end. Does this puzzle have a solution? OMG, I have been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help. Help. This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? I wonder what happens if I don't solve it the first time, if he'll tell me how to solve it. Developer, answers please.
And
Use your
because
noodle.
there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I have no idea. Guys, it's not so bad in here. I'm headed back to the start. Later, guys. No answer, I think. There's no second switch. Sure there is. It's the first one. No solution. Alright, so he was saying to, like, think of something. I don't remember what it was that he said, so I'm just gonna, think about the events that led to the situation, I think. So, I made a Discord. Titled it, Games for Suggestion. Someone put it in there. I waited for a sale. It came on sale. I got it. Now I'm playing it. I have no idea what I was supposed to have done with that. Huh. Anyways. That door. Oh, it won't close on me. Are those typewriters? How do you leave notes? You just left a note. Oh, that's cuckoo bananas. Oh, but none of them say anything. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty speaking? Talk. Why is it? No. Speak, 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 speak.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
What? Porn stars die too? I'm sorry. Oh, it's a glass table. I was like, wait, is this supposed to be a glass table? I don't even see it. Spin its own wheel. Wait for him or something. Oh, that's pretty. It's pretty. And kind of bright. Kind of painful to look at too. He did say, wait a minute, and let it spin its own wheels, right? Maybe I misunderstood. Oh. Well, if that's what you said, instructor, I'm headed out. And I apologize. I'm gonna laugh if it brings me back to the beginning. And then he scolds me for not waiting.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Oh, no furniture now. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? In the center of the room. Giant hole in the ground. That's not a giant hole in the ground, but okay, thank you. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Wait, which wall? That wall or that wall? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that person, but you spelled machine wrong. 10 stove seems a bit excessive, so we're gonna go with a, well, at least I'd be able to use one stove. However, with 10 stoves, if one of them broke, I'd just be able to use the second one. All the stoves. That's fine. I didn't want stoves anyways. I think we should light up this room a bit. Skylight? Full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 times 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. I don't even know what I just said. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. I don't know what that means either. I'm gonna go with the skylight. That's cool too. And a table. You need a table. Wait, I already have a table. Oh well, I guess the other table could go over there. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Whoa.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Oh, jeez. Hello, please walk forward. I'm gonna walk backwards now. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. First, click on this table. I wonder how much other dialogues I missed. Click. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. But it looks fine, doesn't it? No! Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. I don't get it, is there a difference? Now go to the left side sofa. Move it over a little. Sofa? Which sofa? Left side. This one? I'm gonna go with this one. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In the real prison, the escape will now open. Now return to the start to be taken back to your prison. What? I don't like how crooked this is, though. Yeah, I remember that earlier. Return key. Now it's backspace.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created, and the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Hey, look, it's a lamp, buddy. Just can't see because of how dark it is. Hello? Uh-oh, was I not supposed to have done that? Hello? Who is this? This is Rusty. Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. What? You're me? Dots. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yep, I was in the escape tutorial. Yep, I was in the reverse prison. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad you know that I get out eventually. Oh, I'm so glad to know. Wait, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing, I promise. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. Yeah. 3, Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I didn't. No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. I'm sincere? What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Sincere about what? Anything. That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Alright, real quick, bathroom break. Ugh. Right, I'm back. Sorry, had to get a snack. I forgot. Alcohol makes me hungry. Hey, where's my stuff? Oh.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I knew I should have gone to the other one first. Oh well. Oh my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been.
Notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Not bad. Everyone knows lonesome hands makes lousy homes. Whoa! I don't make a lousy home. I'll fight you. Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? I feel attacked. Something tells me you're going to be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't going to clean itself, far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Sure. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Which one's the bedroom? This is pretty. It's a bit of a mess, but it's still pretty in its own way. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. And normally it doesn't, but I gotta agree with the rug. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How do you end up doing this job? Oh, that's me asking. It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Don't do that. How do you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch all in a mess. Would you come here and straighten these pillows here? Sure. Arrange the pillows. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Who spilled this mess? I didn't even have the mop, but okay. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy? Yeah, I'll try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? Yeah, make it as cheesy as possible. Dots. More dots. No. Okay. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Fine. Damn, that was the fastest dishwashing I've ever done in my whole entire life. Last, I checked the tub but needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Oh, I'm gonna make it super perfect then. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? That's much nicer. Perfect. And then, man, if only my bookshelves.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table? Now, see, I wish my bookshelves could be that big. That would be a lot more useful than, like, having the ends take up unnecessary space. Wait a minute. I already took care of these. I refuse. House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? Do these chores ever end? I'm willing to guess no. Are all houses this easy to clean? I mean, it's a lot easier, yeah. Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you are going to clean a lot of houses. And among all of those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences. And none of them will be the ones that were easy. Just something to think.
I really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Why does this sound like a suicide game? Like, I'm pretty sure that's not what it is, but, like, that's what it feels like it's leading up to. Just something to think about while you smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Again? Okay. At least all I have to do is push keys and move a mouse instead of actually doing it. Hey, those books better not get messed up though. Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying up a bit? Dots. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Heh. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. 3. Where's Skippy when she needs to hear something? Dots. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Wow, you really messed up the books again? Oh goodness, those pillows are over.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are a real mess. Would you go over and straighten them up a bit? Can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. They ain't even come home yet. Who the fuck doing this? What ghost lives here? Question.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Well, what if I don't want to stay alive? There's no more cleaning? Boo! This place stinks. Dishes? Haha! Aww. Alright, time to go out in the darkness. Nothing bad is happening. Oh, hey, I remember you.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it. This one gets a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No, you came here to become perfect. But that's a job only for Sal. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know? Who do you compare to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Hold up. Damn it. I was hoping to cheat off of that. Perfection is within your grasp, and the question is not how we...
Halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
But how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. Being perfect is effortless.
You play as the teacher, and suddenly you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, cool. I want to go up there and fight whoever is controlling it. Oh, I can't. This is key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. I don't know, that one sounds a bit harsh. Like, I kind of agree with it, but that does sound a bit on the harsh side. But like, they need like a taste of reality, I guess? I don't know. Nah, we're definitely not doing 3. I guess 1. Well, let me tell you right now, it isn't effortless. Then it's not the right answer. Oh, if it isn't effortless. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. I'm gonna go with no. I have no idea. 3. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Drinking is not hurting my life. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Huh? Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. What's a cyst? Wow, 1 is a total narcissistic answer. Alright, we're going with 1. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? What the fuck? There is no truth. There is no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out! What if I'm not a good teacher? Nothing, no one. Everyone, run, run. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Oh man. It's pronounced cyst. Gotcha, cyst. What if I'm not a good teacher? Everyone run! Run!
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days. This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Liberation. I don't know which way I should go. Yeah, there's a ladder. I can't climb it. There. Man, I don't know which way to go. Shit. Yeah, that scared me. Alright, the performances begin. In places, plate, please. I knew I should have gone in the back. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. I am anything but professional. First, you start out leaning against the wall. I don't want to, though. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something with her. Say something to her. Where's the bathroom? Sorry, I have to leave. Hello. What are you doing? I'm asking where the bathroom is. What does it look like I'm doing? I don't want to pee myself in front of her. That'd be embarrassing. You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. What's on my mind is that I don't want to pee in front of her on myself. Stop dancing around it and have a conversation with this person. Do it again. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. I like you. I'm super scared right now. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Hi. Oh, excuse me. I dropped my drink on you. Sorry, had a little one too many to drink. Whoops. I'm gonna bite slam you. Ah. Wait, hold up. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it all up again. I am. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Well, I'm sorry, get straight to the point. Do you not realize how important this was for me? Aw. I'll never get another opportunity like this again, I think they said. I'm just a mess up. I'm sorry. Wait, I thought this was the indication of end of game. Oh wait, maybe I just continue forward to swap over to something else. That's fine. I don't want to go back. Excuse me. Okay, yes. Now
The
this
game
is
ends
working.
with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Alright, I'm gonna do the best I can. I have no idea what to do if my eyes are closed. I don't even know where my keys are. I don't know if I'm going forward or not. I feel like I diddled. Did I diddle?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
I don't know why. It happened to me too. Embrace it. Am I going to be killed by a giant door? What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Help, I'm blind. I don't know why, it happened to me too. There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Please, someone talk to me. Please tell me how to solve this. Alright, let me see what I can do. Just ignoring dialogue because no one's going to talk to me. Status report, what's going on? Someone talk to me. Bleh. SS Whisper. It's Whisper! Can't see anything. Please tell me how to solve this. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I'm buzzing with creative energy! No, that isn't truthful. Damn it! What's going on?
Let me explain how you're supposed to do
No.
this.
Shush.
On either side of the room are elevators,
Yes.
which go up to an upper level. You have to go up,
Yes.
walk over to the person who's standing there, and then select dialogue option number 2.
No, stop! I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Bad Devi. I wanted to learn this on my own.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I don't feel it anymore. I'm running out of ideas. It's draining me. Keep going. Keep talking. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. I haven't been honest. You're doing it. It's working. I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. 2? We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Yeah.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Island? Cool. Hello? Aha! Where did this island come from? How did I get out of here? Hello, is anyone there? Okay, gonna have to scoot closer. Nope. Is that a person? How lovely! It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am lost. Is the tree talking to me? When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I'm completely out of ideas. Oh no! What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going, and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Is it gonna be the one where, like, I activate the lever, the door opens, I go inside, activate the lever again, it'll close, it's showing a second lever, you activate the lever, and then the second door opens. Deal? Wait, if you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? It doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? Nah, I'll just say deal. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you. It's pretty.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Oh, heh. Here's the puzzle. What do you think? Simple. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to open the door. Okay, first you press the switch on the... First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the door, the first door, while going inside. Now you have to go inside it and close the first door. Yeah. Reactivate the switch. Now, okay, there we go. Now press the switch on the inside. No, never mind. Well, maybe? Okay, my bad. Now you gotta re-close the door, but on the inside. Alright, what's next? Now just press the switch here. Ha! That was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
I can't believe I never solved it before this. Hello? Deal. I need to see it to know why I stopped. Completely out of ideas. Okay, here we are. What are you talking about? There's no machine here. There are just words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that your game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Sure, making games is easy. Okay, making games is simple. Making games is effortless. Gonna go with the easy. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited about enthusiastic about my work. It is easy. It never stops being easy.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself. Just never stop creating and you'll never feel bad. It's such a simple solution.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. I'm going to vomit. Please, where's the machine? Oh boy, my foot's stuck. I need to control these wires, man. Please, where's the machine? Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please, continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Where are my glasses? There's no shame, no fear, no guilt. I will be saved by my work. I believe this unquestioningly. I'm a vessel for certainty. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free. Oh, you freed yourself, but not me. No, but seriously, where are my glasses? I feel like I freed the wrong thing. Oh, there they are. Excuse me. Probably should have paused this just so the narrator doesn't say more. Look, my prison. Was that his wife and child, maybe? No, just, I think, girlfriend or something, I don't know. Ah, look, it's my lantern.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Rise of the Machine. Guard. What are we guarding? Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, I intend to be quiet, I intend to be brutal. I don't know. 3? Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself... wait, Coda? Huh. Interesting. Sup, y'all? Oh man, that's too many to read. Maybe I can crouch below them. Run! Ah, it's a machine. You
And
stopped.
of course, it's the machine.
Well, what is the machine? You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I've been so alone. Wait. Am I now the person who is crying inside the bars? I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No? Nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Sup, peeps? My followers. Sounds like a cult now. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine would not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. Let it be. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Its games? Man. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. The second one doesn't sound so bad. Isn't that what you're scared of?
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that
Is that what you're scared? Oh man.
I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I feel like by choosing to destroy Coda's work, we're like in a way saving him. I hope we're not just like making it worse for him to make like a comeback to life as a human being. I don't know.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. That's not putting it down. Hey, look, it makes a little clicking noise.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy, so beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look. And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
excuse me.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Alright, let's see. If we go straight. Is it? Can you actually not complete this? I guess not. What happens if I go down there again?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Thank you. Oops. I messed up. So 15, 16, 17, cool.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thank you. Yeah, huh?
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
We come from there.
I remember. It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
And suddenly none of them what?
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
The 3 dots? The ones that I saw earlier and was like, I'm gonna remember you.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
I don't think so.
I don't
wonder-
think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Oh, is that how you ruined it? By showing it to others? I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions. If there was an answer...
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? No, see, oof. I think I understand where Davy's coming from, but at the same time, Coda's kinda got a point. Unless Coda gave him permission, forgot about it. Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? I like lampposts. Would you simply...
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I think he's just looking out for your well-being, though. I don't know. I don't know. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. It's not my place.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again?
I'm sorry, but you said when you figure it out, don't say anything.
please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Damn, that was like a breakdown at the end. Ah, the epilogue! Ah, this is rough. I like looking at the sky, it's nice. So, which way do we go? Now, I can really smell that beer. Strong.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I don't want to get on the train yet. I want to explore. Can't get to the other side. There's a way connecting over there. Maybe there's a way connecting over there. Regardless, I still don't think that there's going to be anything on the other side, but I still need to... I still want to look. I still need to be sure. Do do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm stopping now. My bad. I'm on the train. I'm the only one here. Oh, hey, did it close? Wait, what? Oh, okay, no, it didn't.
Solution.
Sounds like he's going crazy, man. Oh, pretty.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
I mean, I can understand the confusion. Turns out when we get in there, it's just gonna be another prison. Either that or something extremely negative. Nice area.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I have no idea which way to go.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Oh, look at the door. Or, you know, an exit. In Minecraft. Ooh. Pretty.
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
No way, this doesn't lead to where I think it does it? Does that lead back to the prison room? Should probably sit up. Oh. Excuse me. Ah, look, it's a BIM gun. I don't want to kill myself though. Or is it just gonna send me up into the spice? Oh, that's death. Oh, it's spice. Oh, it's black screen. Ah, yeah. Oh. I mean, if we just look at this, that's beautiful, but the moment we start looking at it, it's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna choose to look like that. Imagine being in a never-ending labyrinth. Yeah, pretty.